Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. This is Cap here. So today I'm going to tell you about few things that I don't like about the bike which I'm riding right now, that is Honda CB350 RS. I own this bike for like almost 4 months now. So I believe I can tell you about some of the things which I don't really about this bike. I mean, this bike costs under rupees 3 lakhs. And it performs really well, but you know, nothing is perfect in this world, and so does this bike. It also has some of the flaws which I believe I need to talk about to you guys, so that you can make up your mind that you will face such issues with this bike, and if you are ready to face them, you are good to go and you can get this bike. So first thing first that I don't really like is the extremely tall gearing. I don't really understand why Honda gave it such tall gearing, guys. I really don't know. I mean, the second gear of this bike goes up to 80 km/h and the third gear goes to over 120. So I don't know why they provided such tall gearing. I mean, if they provided a shorter gearing, acceleration would have been so much better. So that's just my take on it. I really don't like the tall gearing on this bike. Now the second thing that I don't like about the CB350 RS is that brake bite. You know, it has ABS and everything, you know. I just don't seem to get the brake bite I expect. Gotta let the animals cross. Yeah, so I was talking about the brake bite. It has ABS and disc and everything, you name it, but I don't really get the brake bite I want. I don't really get the brake response I usually like. I mean, the one I get in Domina, or even you can say Meteor, they have a better brake bite than this bike. So that's just, I believe I don't get the brake bite I like on this bike. Now the third thing is actually again to the gearing of this bike, the fifth gear of this bike. The fifth gear of this bike is actually an issue. It's overdrive gear. I really don't like it. It's just, I leave it for cruising when I'm on highway on high speed. You don't get any torque or any power delivery in fifth gear. It's just totally useless gear. It's just an overdrive gear. So I believe if Honda would have provided this bike with sixth gear, it would have made fifth gear a bit more practical, because I'll just say that this bike is four gear instead of five, because fifth gear is nothing but an overdrive gear where you don't get any power delivery, you don't get any torque. So you'll often find yourself downshifting if you are in heavy traffic and you are on fifth gear. You will often find yourself downshifting to third or fourth gear. So it's just, I don't seem to like it that much at all. Now the third or maybe fourth thing, I'm not really sure, is the I'd say the mirrors. The mirrors are extremely small. It's alright even if they are small, but I've tried adjusting them in different positions, different angles, but I don't seem to get the clear view. Half of my arm is covering the mirrors, as you can see on both the sides. I've tried adjusting them in different positions, but it's the best I can get in these mirrors. So if they have made mirrors slightly more bigger, that would have been, I believe, much better. Now coming to the next thing, I believe the fifth point is there's no buttons here to control the instrument cluster. I mean, obviously you get the two buttons over there on instrument cluster itself to control everything and stuff, but you know, in Honda Highness Deluxe Pro variant, which is 10k less than this bike, you get buttons to here on handlebar to control the instrument cluster. And when you are paying 10k more for something like this, for this bike, you don't get the buttons to control the instrument cluster. Every time you have to extend your arm to reach out here and just do whatever you want. So that's pretty disappointing to me. I believe I would have liked it if they would have provided it with buttons over here on the handlebar. Now another thing, I believe the 6th point that I don't like about this bike is the stiff suspension. The suspension is a bit stiff for my liking. I don't know why, but on lower speed it's really great, and when you are, you know, cruising at a bit higher speed and you encounter a bump, this bike actually quite struggles. The suspension you'll feel is a bit on firmer side, so I actually don't like the suspension that great. I mean, it's good enough to get the job done, but there are better suspension setups you get on bikes in this similar range. So coming to the next thing which I don't like, I believe the 8th point or maybe 6th point, I'm not really sure, pardon me for that. So the seat is also a bit firm for my liking. I mean, firm seats are good if you are going for a long distance touring and stuff. So but on shorter ride this can be quite problematic for your rear. Yeah, the seat is not that plush and a bit firm according to my liking. Now coming to the next thing, I need to address it, that I would have liked it if they would have provided the trip navigation meter over here just besides the instrument cluster, because guys, you know, if you are going on a long tour or if you are in a newer area, of course you need a trip navigation meter. Every time I have to just take out my phone and place it here on mobile holder. So that's something I wish Honda would have provided, because in Highness CB350 Deluxe Pro you get that or audio navigation, I'd say, because that's pretty useless as well, because you need an intercom or just mic and speaker setup in your helmet, so that's pretty useless as well. But I would have liked it if they would have provided the navigation meter in this bike, just like Royal Enfield provides in its Meteor. I really like that, and that's pretty accurate as well, so I would have liked it. Now coming to the next thing, like that's something like really personal and comes down to your personal preference, but the sound of the exhaust at higher revs is not that great. When you cross 4th gear and you get on 5th gear, the sound of the exhaust is not really that pleasing as compared to those sounds you get in 2nd, 3rd gear. So it's just, I really don't seem to like it that much. Also guys, the 10th thing I believe that I don't like about this bike, or it's something I wish Honda would have provided, is that USB charger. Like they give it Highness, I mean it's USB type C to type C, but if Honda would have at least provided it, that would have been great, because every time I have to carry power bank in my pocket and then charge my phone while it's placed here in its mobile holder. So that's something I wish Honda would have really provided with this bike, as this bike costs 10k more. So that's something I wish they would have provided. So yeah guys, that's pretty much my experience with this bike and some of the things which I don't like about this bike. That's all I have to say. If you have this bike and you believe there are few other things that I forgot to mention in this video, please do comment down below so that people can know that. Man, he just applied sudden brakes. So yeah guys, thank you so much for your time. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you like the video, please consider subscribing to the channel and like the video as well. And if you have any suggestions, recommendations, feel free to comment down below. I'm all ears. I'm eager to listen to what you guys have to say. So again, thank you so much. Have a great day.